Jane Goodall is an environmentalist who studies how to protect animals and the places they live. Jane Goodall loves animals. When she was small, she had a toy chimpanzee named Jubilee. She told her mother that when she grew up, she would go to Africa and write books about wild animals. Well, what animals would you like to see in the wild? Jane traveled to Tanzania to study wild chimpanzees. She hiked through the rainforest and looked for chimps. At first, they would hide from her, but she did not give up. She studied them and the land where they live. The trees and plants and streams, this is called their habitats. Jane noticed the chimps had individual personalities. She saw them hug, kiss, and tickle each other. She also saw chimps eating in a way no one had ever heard before. They used sticks as tools to scoop up termites and eat them. Like you use a spoon to eat applesauce. She was amazed. While she studied the chimps, Jane was very careful about leaving their habitat alone. She believed animals deserve to live exactly how they always have, without people changing anything. But Jane saw people cutting down trees and building roads nearby. If they kept destroying the forest, soon the chimps would have nowhere to live and no food to eat. Jane realized it was important to speak for animals who cannot speak for themselves. She asked big questions about the best way to protect animals and their habitats. This is called conservation. What could she do to help animals and their homes? Jane created a conservation institute so that many people would study animals in the wild and work to keep them and their homes safe. She convinced leaders around the world to help too, and the first habitat she saved was a chimpanzee's forest. Jane believes every person can make a difference. She said, you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. What is something you can do to make the world a better place for animals? If you are kind to all creatures, and if you try to protect animals and their homes, you can be an environmentalist too.